Hi, and welcome to Jam-Packed Business Made Easy. My name is Jam Anderson, and I'm the CEO of Jam AI. And today, we're practicing exactly what we teach. You're about to listen to a podcast that's truly automated with our AI hosts, who are now our new friends. We also would like to invite you to listen to our podcasts that come out every Friday, where Flora is interviewing entrepreneurs just like you. We're exploring authentic challenges and discovering practical solutions together. Speaking of community, if you're looking for a community, you can find us on the School platform. Just search for the #1 community for entrepreneurs. All right, let's dive in.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. This week, we are cutting through, the absolute frenzy. It's that chaotic time of year right after the big holiday where everything just it fills up.
The calendar, the to-do list, your inbox.
Exactly. And everyone is trying to sell you on the next big piece of tech. But, we aren't here for the noise.
That's right. We've really dedicated this deep dive to focusing on the practical side of AI, specifically for you, the small business owner, the sales pro who's just trying to keep their pipeline full.
Or the marketing expert who's just drowning in content demands.
Yeah.
And the collective sigh we hear from our listeners, it's not really born from skepticism about the technology, is it? It's exhaustion.
It's pure exhaustion. It's that feeling of, I know this can help me. I know AI can save me hours.
But I just can't figure out how to actually make it a routine. The challenge isn't the tech, it's the implementation. It's the sticking power.
It's the difference between buying a gym membership and actually driving to the gym every Tuesday morning.
Exactly. So our mission today is to unpack a methodology that really addresses that gap head on. We're framing this whole process of building AI skills not as some complicated learning curve.
Or signing up for a massive course you'll forget about in a month.
Right. But as a simple, reliable, confidence-building habit. We're looking at sources that define this as a daily AI workout, designed for one thing: tangible business results. So let's start with that fundamental psychological trap, the one that gets all of us, especially when the end-of-year stress is peaking, the trap of good intentions.
Oh, it's the most relatable story in the world, isn't it?
It really is.
You have a solid plan, a great intention. I'm going to implement that new email system, or I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. and get ahead of the day.
But then inertia, you stayed up too late scrolling, or fire erupts in your inbox the second you wake up. And instead of that big, hard, new thing...
You hit snooze.
And what happens when you skip it just once? That's where the whole habit loop it collapses, doesn't it?
It completely does. You feel a little exhausted, maybe a bit embarrassed that you failed to even start. And instead of building that new, healthy business routine, you just revert back to comfort.
So instead of building the lead magnet you planned, you grab that figurative donut.
Right.
You spend 3 hours on emails that could have waited.
The sources really lean on insights from researchers like Charles Duhigg. And he shows that, intentions are usually rock solid. But doing the thing, that's where the whole structure fails.
We get the theory, the cue, the routine, the reward. We've heard it a million times.
Right. But applying that to something as abstract as learning AI workflows, it just feels, overwhelming.
It feels overwhelming because learning AI doesn't have an immediate reward. If I work out, I feel that physical rush. If I try to learn to code, I just feel frustrated.
Yeah, for the average small business owner, the reward of learning AI feels like it's weeks away. When that automated system finally maybe works.
It's the starting. The task initiation is the hardest part. If the task is massive, like dedicate 2 hours to a lesson, your brain just naturally resists. It's high effort, low immediate payoff.
And that's the self-sabotage kicking in. Our brains are designed to conserve energy. That procrastination, that feeling of being unmotivated, it's actually a rational response to what feels like a major commitment.
So we're speaking directly to you if you're just tired of this cycle, tired of starting strong with some new tool only to, let it gather digital dust.
And the key takeaway from all the habit studies is this. Confidence is not a prerequisite. It will not just magically appear.
You can't wait for it.
You can't. Confidence, especially competence, is built entirely through small, daily, undeniable actions. You don't need some huge new routine. You just need a few simple, almost laughably small habits that work even when life is chaotic. You need a few SH to get over the finish line now, before the new year starts.
And that push has to be framed in a way that just bypasses the self-sabotage mechanism altogether. Minimize the commitment. Maximize the immediate tangible reward. Okay, so if the trap is self-sabotage, what's the fix? Specifically for building AI skills.
Yeah.
The sources bring up this concept, the AI gym.
Right. The AI gym idea is built for people who are just tired of the theory. It's meant to address those really familiar pain points.
Like, I don't even know where to start.
Exactly that. Or, I don't need another hour-long motivational video, I need results. And the big one, I cannot commit to a huge course right now.
Okay, let's unpack that. I've heard the term AI gym, building AI muscles with daily 10 or 15-minute workouts. And honestly, it sounds a bit like marketing hype. If I'm a busy entrepreneur, 15 minutes a day to create real assets. I mean, it seems impossible. Where's the catch? Are we just writing one prompt and calling it a day?
And that's a fair challenge. The catch, if you can call it that, is that the system has to be incredibly structured and pre-optimized. It's built specifically to avoid all the things that cause burnout.
So, no complicated technical lessons.
None of that. No searching for the perfect prompt for an hour.
Yeah.
No unstructured, trial and error.
So what does that structure actually look like? The thing that makes the output possible in such a short time?
It's rigid, and that's its strength. The formula is basically you show up, you engage with a pre-designed, very specific workout, and then you walk away with something tangible and done.
An actual asset, a saved workflow, a piece of content.
Precisely. The commitment is so small, it bypasses your internal resistance, and the output is so immediate, it gives you that reward, that dopamine hit.
So unlike a course where I might spend 15 minutes watching a video and then another 45 trying to figure out how to implement it,
Right.
this system assumes I already know the basics, I know what a prompt is, I just need the framework to apply it for real business value.
Exactly. For the non-techie entrepreneur, the battle isn't learning what a large language model is. Who cares? The battle is consistency and application.
So a rep in the AI gym isn't reading a textbook.
No. A rep is executing a hyper-specific, tested prompt chain, or a micro workflow that requires almost no cognitive load. For instance, a 15-minute rep might be using a dedicated prompt chain to generate 5 headline variations, optimized for, say, emotional resonance,
Yeah.
and then immediately filing those into your content calendar.
And you start the timer, you do the steps, you stop when the timer runs out.
You stop when it runs out, no matter what.
That makes a huge difference. You're bypassing the perfectionism trap. The goal isn't a perfect asset. The goal is a completed rep that gives you a usable asset.
And that is what builds competent confidence. When you have 3 good, usable headlines in 15 minutes, you feel accomplished. That little win reinforces the habit loop.
So the ideal user is someone who gets overwhelmed easily.
The busy business owner who needs structure, the person who gets paralyzed by open-ended tasks, and yeah, anyone who just wants fast wins to justify the time they're spending.
And if the barrier to entry is just 15 minutes, you're basically taking away the main excuse, which is always, I don't have time.
You're turning that time you'd waste, scrolling or procrastinating, into structured, small-scale production. It makes the choice to start easier than the choice to put it off.
It capitalizes on the fact that a 15-minute task feels negligible.
But the compounding effect of 15 minutes, applied consistently with a tool as powerful as AI, it's profound.
Let's get really tangible now, because for the sales and marketing pro listening to this, the only thing that matters is the ROI.
Of course.
What do these daily reps actually produce? How does 15 minutes a day really translate into material gain for my business?
This is where it all clicks. We're talking about going from, intellectual effort to actual output. The deliverables listed in the source material are super specific, and they're all designed to be achievable in that tight window.
Okay, so give us the list. What tangible assets am I going to accumulate if I stick to the system?
All right. Consistently, over a week or a month, the system helps you build things like a full month's worth of preliminary social media content, outlines, captions, the works. You get highly targeted, SEO-optimized blog post drafts to build site authority. Rapid development of lead magnet outlines, like a free guide or a checklist, and you can accelerate the drafting of entire email sequences for your funnels.
See, email sequences. Those are notoriously time-consuming. How does 15 minutes even begin to handle that complexity?
By focusing the AI's output very, very narrowly. So instead of trying to write 5 emails in one session, a single rep might just focus on optimizing the subject lines and the calls to action for a sequence you already have in mind.
Ah, I see. So you're completing one micro task fully.
Exactly. Or you dedicate 15 minutes to just drafting the body copy for email number 3 using a specific tone. You're building the bigger asset, but incrementally.
And the sources mentioned it goes beyond content, too. Something about time-saving automations.
Absolutely. Moving into efficiency. Another workout might be about designing simple business workflows or presentation outlines. And crucially, the system trains you to set up basic automations. It could be anything from connecting your CRM to a weekly report generator, or setting up an AI-driven system to summarize customer support tickets overnight.
And that is where the 3 to 10 plus hours saved per week figure comes from, isn't it?
It has to be.
If I spend, say, 75 minutes total across a week on these small reps, and just one of them sets up an automation that kills 3 hours of manual data entry every Monday morning, I mean, the ROI is immediate, and it's huge.
It's the ultimate leverage.
Yeah.
An SEO blog post might take you 3-4 hours of research and writing. Using a structured 15-minute AI rep, you get the first draft and the core SEO framework done. It pushes the task from daunting project to just quick review and polish.
It feels like the genius here isn't the AI itself, but the systemization of it. It fixes that major flaw in how entrepreneurs try to learn things. We get stuck in perpetual research mode.
This forces production.
This forces production.
It closes that huge gap between knowing AI exists and actually generating measurable business assets with it. By making the action small, structured, and rewarding, you build the foundation for long-term consistency. Your business gets stronger every single day.
So let's bring it all back together.
Yeah.
What we've really explored here is a fundamental shift in methodology. To overcome that frustration, that self-sabotage when learning AI, you have to replace the big commitments.
Those courses that sit unfinished.
Right. You replace them with structured, simple, daily actions. And crucially, those actions have to yield specific, measurable results, like generating sales assets or saving real hours with automation.
And if we connect this back to right now, this time of year, we're in the holiday rush, the new fiscal year is approaching. The source material really emphasizes that, true change doesn't come from the next shiny gadget. It comes from changing your habits.
Yeah.
The best gift you can give your business is real confidence, real peace.
Yeah.
And that confidence is built through that small daily decision to just start, to show up even for just 15 minutes.
It's a powerful thought, really. Your biggest enemy isn't how hard AI is, it's your own lack of structured commitment. You don't need some massive $1,000 course right now.
Wow.
You just need about an hour a week total, broken into those small, non-negotiable 10 or 15-minute blocks.
Which leaves us with the final provocative thought for you to carry forward. If 15 minutes a day can consistently produce the business assets you need, from content to sales copy, and save you anywhere from 3 to 10, maybe more hours every single week, what is the true compounding cost of not building that daily habit?
What's the value you're leaving on the table by delaying that one small, simple decision to start today, before the year closes out?